Hello everybody and welcome back to a Natter of Facts. This is the first episode of Series 2.
Series 2. Wow.
You're back with your boys, Max and Christy. Say hello, Max.
Hello. I don't know what that was. Hello. I completely fell. I've ruined Series 2 already.
He's ruined Series 2 already. We're only a few seconds into the first episode of Series 2 and he's buggered it up.
Pet peeves is just myself right now. Pet peeve number 1 is me right now.
So yeah, today's episode is Pet Peeves. Again, we're doing Pet Peeves 2. How do you feel about that, Max?
I feel very happy and I'm getting at the right balance of annoyed. So yeah, plenty of rants to come.
Oh yes, I mean, tell us about your day so far. You've had quite an eventful morning.
Yeah, it's been very eventful. Yeah, fire alarm went off at Tesco. Not every little helps, I'll tell you that right now. So yeah, we got asked to go outside. This is not a drill. Get outside. Leave your basket on the floor. Calmly leave the premises. All right, okay. We all left. Someone came out. Thank everyone. That was a drill. If you could go back inside, find your belongings again, and continue shopping. So it was a drill. What was that? It's not a drill. It is a drill. Oh, mate. These are questions for Halfords. Is this a drill? Is this not a drill?
It's what you ask when you're in B&Q, not in a Tesco. Pet Peeves 2. We had quite an eventful Pet Peeves 1, didn't we?
We did. Yeah.
A lot to discuss. And since then, we've come across in leaps and bounds, haven't we?
We have indeed. Yes.
And we've collected some pet peeves from the public, as well as having a couple of our own to discuss today. So,
yeah, thank you for getting in touch and commenting your pet peeves. Stick around for the end of the episode where we will read them out. Yeah, boy.
Oh, yes. Stick around. So yeah, I'm going to kick us off today.
Do it.
And I'm going to talk about something that's really been ragging my mind recently, and that is utility companies, and one utility company in particular, British Gas.
British Gas.
Hopefully, we can all relate on this one, because obviously we all use utility companies. We all have to. We don't have a frigging choice. So it's just about selecting the right one, which isn't going to completely screw you over. To be honest, I had a lot of credit on my British Gas account. I got dual fuel. And when it came to the end of my contract, I switched to Octopus Energy. They were cheaper per month. And somehow, before I switched, British Gas switched me to a new plan, which then meant that I had to pay some sort of exit fee.
Right.
So out of my ending credits...
Yeah.
Which would have been more than the £2.82 that they said they owed me.
Right.
They took, I think it was like nearly £200 out my end credit.
Bloody hell.
With all these charges for the end of contract. I was like, they're absolute scummers.
Wow.
So, yeah, utility companies, they're like vampires. They just leech onto your neck and they suck all the money out of your account. And
yeah, wow.
Yeah, they just charge over the odds. I mean, you've had quite the experience as well with British Gas.
Yeah, I mean, it's just extortionate for what we're actually getting, you know, and I feel that's how they play their game, you know.
It is. They try and just reel you in with a good deal, and as soon as they really win a good deal, that's it. Boom.
Yeah.
Here's the real prices. There you go.
You mentioned before about, is it Octopus Energy being really good?
Yeah, to be fair, I've read some bad reviews about them online, and I thought, well, this isn't very convincing. But when I actually looked into it, most of the bad reviews were that they don't have an app yet, or they don't have this, or they don't have that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't mind logging in on the internet, and because I can get Google Chrome on my phone, so just send my meter readings that way, or write them down, or not interested in any of this smart meter nonsense, and they don't force you to get smart meters either. So
that's good.
There you go. Yeah. Not like British Gas.
Yeah. There are other providers available. It's not just
There are, indeed.
This is not an advertisement. We're not getting paid by them, unfortunately, because they don't pay us. That's not how it works.
Nope. That's not how it works. They pay you £2.82 when you had quite a lot of credit on your account. So screwed me over there.
speaking of apps, you know, people were complaining about Octopus Energy for not having one. I would complain to banks for having one.
Oh, really?
Sometimes, to be fair, though, they are quite helpful. But I wanted to pay a check-in. So I went into my branch with my cheque and my card, and I wanted to pay it in. For some reason or another, the machine wouldn't have it, you know, sort of thing. So I just asked a woman that was there, a lady, and she came over, and I said, I just want to pay this check-in, please. And she's like, have you got the app? I was like, yeah, I do, but I've also got the card, the cheque, and the machine right here, so we can just, you know, do it right now and get it out of the way with. She's like, well, you can do it at home, you see. You just need a dark background. You just take a photo. All right, I'm not a fucking photographer, love. All right, I have taken photos in the past, but I'm not a professional one. All right, I've just time to make a fucking backdrop here.
You need park hands, you need a softbox, you need a full license on Photoshop just to send a bloody check to a bank.
Makeup artists.
So you were stood in this bank, right?
Yeah.
Physically with a check in front of you, in front of this person on the till.
Yes.
Saying, I want to pay this in now. And they were saying to you, no, use the app at home. Yeah. Is that what they were telling you?
Yeah. Do you want money or not? Fuck? Do you want money?
Exactly.
And then this is a weird thing, but they do this thing on a Thursday that's self-service. Self-service in a bank.
Self-service?
What's that? I can have a mortgage. Yeah, mate, here you go. Oh, cheers.
Oh, I wish. Which bank are you with?
What's that all about?
Well, did you go behind the teller's counter and go, oh, yeah, I'll just take all this money out. Thank you very much. See you later, guys. Been a nice day at work, hasn't it? Yeah, it has, yeah. Cool. That was a good 2-minute shift.
Oh, man. I was so close to saying, I'll come in on self-service Thursday and help myself and, you know, more help than you've been. Bloody hell. Bloody apps.
God, Jesus. Wow. The Halifax, who I'm with, they did this thing where if you had a certain account, they wouldn't let you go to the till and sort things out with them actually physically in person. You had to go to a phone in the bank and ring the bank.
What?
So you had to go to a phone in Halifax and ring Halifax. And it was just like, but I'm in a Halifax. Why can't I just sort it out here? So yeah, I upgraded my account with them. I was tempted to leave them and go to a bank who would actually serve you in person, but no, I upgraded my account, and apparently with my account now, you can get service in person. So I don't see what the deal was before.
Though it begs the question, how can you leave something that you never meet?
Well, that's true.
But that is ridiculous.
Why should you worry about the afterlife when you're still alive, you know?
Exactly. That's like going around and visiting your mum. And go, hang on, mum. Just going to... Hello? Hi, Mum, yeah. Just stay on the phone with me. What? No. That's a waste of technology.
Maybe that's the future that they want. Maybe they want people to ring people when they're in the same room as them. Oh, hi, Max. Yeah, I'm just...
The only time I would ever allow that to happen is when Thomas Edison first invented a couple of telephones and he was just testing them out. That is the only time.
Hey, bro. Oh, it works.
Yeah. Boy.
Yeah, boy. The longest yeah boy ever. My next pet peeve is slow internet. I mean, I don't know how many people listening to this have suffered shit rural broadband or are living in a city and are still, you know, they've got copper broadband, they don't have fibre, and the connection speed is just absolutely terrible. And the internet service provider, who I used to be with, had the cheek to put my price up from about, I think it was about £15 a month I was paying.
Yeah.
And that's about fair enough for, I think it was 3 megabits per second, 2 megabits per second.
Right, okay.
I was getting at the time. They were going to put my price up. They were going to more than double it from £15 a month to £33 a month.
Wow.
And I just said to them straight away, I'm leaving. I was like, nope, Go to another provider.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we can offer you this, we can offer you that. No, I'm not staying with you if you want to charge megabucks for a service that you're not providing. So I'm sort of in limbo at the minute. I'm sort of deciding whether to get fibre installed and pay a bit more, or just go the 4G route, the complete wireless route. So it's like, for example, you get on a bus and you pay for a ticket, and the driver drives at half speed or drives really, really slowly the whole way there. And as you're getting off the bus, the driver goes, oh, it's going to be an extra 30 quid. Sorry, mate. And you go, well, to be fair, man, I'm now late for what I was going for. I mean, it's not, well, it is your fault because you were driving slow. You know what I'm getting at here. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. They weren't providing a service. And I don't know how many people can relate to this, but yeah, my internet is still crap. So Wow. Do you know what I hate about that? Is when you're trying to leave and they offer you everything. Oh, don't leave us. Here's a castle. Here's £1 million. No, here's my grandma. Take her. It's just ridiculous. No, thank you.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
These people who do all this do the same thing when their girlfriend leaves them. Oh, no, please don't leave me. Take my grandma. Here's a castle. Here's £1 million.
Here's a McLaren. Here's a Ferrari. Please don't leave me. Here's this Michael Kors handbag you've always wanted. Like, so why not offer these things to the customers while they're still with you?
Yeah.
Be like, oh, we can give you this deal next if you stay with us. Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you very much. But as you're leaving, no, don't leave. No, we can offer you this. We can offer you that. We can offer you 100% off free broadband. Please come back.
Here's the company.
No. Here's the company. Take it. I don't want it anymore.
Honestly, let's call it what it is. Bribery. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, bribery, 100%.
So my next one happened fairly recently.
Right.
I was waiting at a traffic light. It was a red man. I wait on a red man. Unless the road is literally dead, then I will cross and be on my way. This guy though, was a red man. And he crossed the road, and then he pulled a smug face. Oh no, I can't deal with smug faces. God. That should be like, you know how jealousy is a sin. Smugness should be a sin as well. Honestly,
against the law, man.
I can deal with people being jealous because that's sort of like a natural thing. Like sometimes you can't help that. You can help being smug always.
100%,
you know.
Yeah.
But do you know what the sad thing about this story is? He crossed the road, pulled his smug face, and then had to wait for his partner or friend or person he was with to cross the road. So he literally crossed to be smug. Didn't even cross to go a little bit faster to where he was going. Just literally crossed to be smug. Nah.
What a dickhead.
Get out.
Get in the bin. I mean, I'm guilty for going up to a crossing and not pushing the button if I see it's quiet on the road. But I wouldn't be smug about it.
I can't be.
I wouldn't cross over and look back and go, oh, look at me. I'm so brave, you know.
You don't see that in James Bond, do you, where he's walking slow motion away from an explosion just with a smug face. No, he pulls it. It's just a normal straight face, and he's walking in character, and it's amazing. More powerful.
Yeah.
Do that.
More powerful that way. That's what I do. I just walk on. I don't bother other people with it, you know. If I choose to risk my life crossing a road on a red light, then that's my prerogative. Unless I'm cycling and I go through a red light, that's another issue completely. But there you go.
It's ridiculous. I cannot physically or mentally be smug about anything. I just can't. It's not in me. Even if there's like something that I'm very good at, very skilled at, let's say, and someone says, "Oh, are you any good?" I can't actually go, "Yeah, I'm actually really good." I can't do it. I have to go, "I'm all right." I always say I'm all right.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah. So, Christy, my next pet peeve, right?
Yeah.
Is religious advertisement. Oh. Like, I don't mind people being religious. That's fair enough.
Absolutely
That's your
not.
faith.
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah.
You know, when I was growing up, I was a Christian. and then I realised. Anyway,
to be fair, I was brought up as well. I did sometimes get sent to a Sunday school sort of thing, a couple of times, but I didn't really gel with it. It wasn't my thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, carry on. Sorry, mate.
You know, people finding their faith. That's lovely, but that's what. That's the words, that's the phrase, and that is the meaning, finding your faith. Not the other way around, not your faith coming through your letterbox. That's not how it works, you know. I mean, God is all powerful. Does he really need a leaflet?
Precisely. Yeah, if it's just, you know, some powerful deity, of course he doesn't. He's not like Predator out of Alien versus Predator, you know, he's not going to drop down from the trees and snare you in a net and go, worship me, boy. You know what I mean?
So it annoys me. So where's the paper as well? So they're using paper, which is cutting up trees, which is what God created. So surely that's some sort of a sin. I don't know. Swings and roundabouts.
Yeah. Because I got the whole Jehovah's Witnesses, because obviously they can't really do you face to face, or talk to you face to face at the minute because of the whole COVID thing. Mm-hmm. They put a letter through my door. I don't know if you've had one of those.
I had one of them, yeah.
It's such a waste of paper. Like, if I wanted to be part of Jehovah's Witnesses' kingdom, I would be. I don't mind you being religious. Stop forcing it down my throat.
I mean, it'd be different if, say, your friend was religious and he was sort of like going on, like, if you were religious and you kept going on about it, you know, that's fair enough, because, you know, that's you just telling me about it. That's your life, you know, that's absolutely fair enough. But some random person that's coming up to you in the street, I go, I'm religious. It's like, a nice one, mate. Bye.
Yeah, well done. Congratulations. That's fine. You do you, I'll do me. Okay, cool. Yeah, and it's the fact they have the audacity to knock on your door and sell you this religion thing.
I know, yeah.
It's like, no. Thank you. I'm in my own home. If I want to be religious, I'll be religious. Thank you. Bye.
If I want to be religious, I'll be religious.
I might be religious. I might worship the whole podcasting Lord. I don't know.
Lord.
Is it a sin to make up false gods? Well, apparently, but you know. But no, to be honest, I get it, because I've had friends in the past who, you know, I used to speak to on the regular. I used to meet up with them when they were at uni in York, and a couple of them, they were religious, and then I had zero problems with that. You know, they were still the same person. They were still my friends, but it's just like, don't shove it down my throat. Yeah, I completely get what you're saying, mate.
I mean, that letter that came through the door genuinely scared me, because it was a handwritten envelope, and I was getting scared that it was some sort of complaint about my household, you know. So I was like, what? And you read it, and it's like, hello, my name is this, and I support this, and I do this. Oh my God. Ironic.
I thought it was either that. I thought it was either like a complaint about us from like the neighbours, for example. I mean, I get along with the neighbour really well, but I thought it was something like that. I thought it was the flat behind us, or...
This is a big one. But I think it's a little bit different to what you're expecting. So,
right, okay.
I'm going to say influencers, right, as a pet peeve, but not the people, and not what they've done about this whole, you know, Dubai thing or whatever, about the travelling. It's about their job title, influencers.
Oh, right, okay.
Because everybody is an influencer. They just don't call themselves it. You know, if someone came into the cafe and they didn't know which cake to buy, and I went, oh, well, I really like the millionaire shortbread, and then they buy a millionaire shortbread, I have influenced them. How many people do you need to influence to become an official influencer? They're just people. A baby is an influencer, because when a couple sees that baby, they might go, oh, we want a baby, and they get broody and they have a baby. Influence. You know, it's not special. What they do on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, you know, where they do sports training, they do makeup, you know, teaching you how to do your makeup. That's all well and good. It's just the terminology influencers that
influencers.
Philosophers did not even call themselves influencers, and they're probably the most influential people. You know. So yeah, if you're an influencer and you're listening to this, change your job title. And do you know what's funny, Christy? If they change their job title now, I've influenced an influencer.
There you go.
What does that make me? Do you know what that makes me? That makes me just a normal person because that's all they are.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that because at the end of the day, work's work, isn't it? People earn money in all sorts of different ways these days. Online, whatever you do, it's work if you earn money from it. But yeah, the job title influencer, it's sort of like anyone could be, like, everyone's an influencer, like you say. Yeah. So
if the job title influencer has to exist on this earth, do you know who that who that terminology belongs to? The teachers. The actual teachers in schools, because they are the biggest influencers of our learning, of our growing up. They deserve that title, not the people on Instagram doing makeup tutorials and this, that, and the other. Good on you, by the way, if you do that. That's great.
Yeah, fair
for
enough,
people who want to learn that sort of thing. But just call yourself, I don't know, makeup artist, tutorials, something like that. Just not influencer. It's just so arrogant. It's so arrogant, isn't it? It's like, oh, yeah, influencer. Loads of people look up to
like
me.
us.
It's like, nah.
It's it's sort of like us as a podcast, calling ourselves influencers at the minute. Because I mean, I say at the minute, I don't think we'll ever call ourselves influencers. But it's like us saying, "Oh, we're influencers," because we might be influencing other people to make podcasts. I don't know.
Yeah. Or even like all these pet peeves might influence people's decisions at the end of the day. Oh yeah, that's a good pet peeve. That I actually do hate them now that you mention it. You know, it's just
we're influencers,
but I never use that. It's so arrogant. I just could not do it. Oh man.
Oh dude.
I don't know how people can bring themselves to say I'm an influencer. I could not do it. Just say you're a person. That's all an influencer is.
Yeah, just a human being. You know what I mean? Just a bloody person at the end of the day.
A fucking elephant is an influencer. Because it brings up its young to do exactly the same thing as the big one. So it's essentially an influencer.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. I suppose I could say my rabbit's an influencer, or one of them is, because it influences the other to behave in a certain way. So my rabbit's an influencer as well.
A fucking brick wall's an influencer. Might walk past that and go, "Oh, that's a big wall. That's a nice brick wall. I might make that." At my house.
So it's a roof, because it influences the water to fuck off down your drains and not into your actual house. Just going to replace the influencer.
Oh, man. I'd love for there to be an Instagram account called Genuine Like Influencers, and it just be these things like a mummy elephant, a roof, a brick wall.
A roof. Oh no, there's a hole in my influencer. We're going to move on now to the pet peeves that have been sent in by you lovely people on Instagram. Thank you very much for that. We did 2 rounds of pet peeves collection on Instagram. I'm going to kick things off with a really juicy one. The whole drummer stereotypes.
Nice.
This pet peeve was sent in by Mr. Man versus Music, or otherwise known as Alex. So drummer stereotypes, something that annoyed him. To be perfectly honest with you, I feel like drummer stereotypes, they don't really annoy me. They more entertain me. I find it quite funny that people view me a certain way because I'm a drummer. They might think I'm not as intelligent as the rest of the band. But I don't really feel that's true. I can be a little dim sometimes. I sometimes do fit in with a couple of the drummer stereotypes, and drummers are the source of a lot of jokes in the music world, such as how can you tell if a stage is level, drummers drooling from both sides of his mouth, etc., etc.
Oh dear.
But yeah, it's just pretty funny, in my opinion, to be honest. It might annoy some drummers, but personally for me, as a drummer, I really find it very annoying. So
I mean, the good thing about having the stereotype of being dumb or whatever is that you won't have anyone coming asking you any questions.
Exactly.
Say that, intelligent man.
And I didn't either. When when we're setting up at some gigs, everyone would ask Ellis all the questions, and he was the less technical one out of us two. No offense, Ellis, but I had a little bit more of the technical know-how, and they'd be asking Ellis, well, how do you want this? He'd be like, I don't know what you're asking. And I'd be like, Christy, the sound engineer would be like, you're asking the drummer? Like, yeah. Is there a problem with that? Yeah. So there's a bit of leeway there, isn't there? If people consider you to be dumb, you don't get asked as many questions. There's an advantage with that, I suppose. But don't get me started on keyboard players, Jesus Christ. Are they even real musicians? No, I'm joking. I have a lot of respect for you, Max. Ooh.
Play me off, Johnny. No, don't, because he'll insult your stereotypes playing a fucking piano, mate.
That was rough, that one. That was rough. Might not make it to the final cut.
No, the other thing about, like, stereotypes of drummers is that, he bought his own equipment, so he'll better bloody set it up himself, better, pack it away himself. Like, no one really helps you out, do they?
Nope, it's true.
Like, whenever we did a practice and I finished putting my keyboard in my bag, took about 10 seconds, I would
have just started taking my cymbals off. Or...
Exactly, I'd come and help you with your hi-hat stand or whatever.
You would, actually.
Take your snare off, hit you with your hand sticks, it's just anything that helped.
Yeah, or you do what other band members always did and come up and start hitting one of your cymbals with a stick or hitting one of the drums or, can I have a go? No, I want to pack down and I'll go home because I'm sweaty like fuck.
Can I have a go?
I mean, credit to Ellis as a band member. He did as well offer to help me pack down a lot of the time. Yeah. And he did drive me around everywhere, but that's another risky subject. But yeah, there you go. It's you get that from other band members, definitely. Can I have a go on your kit? I'll just hit your cymbal randomly. Thanks, mate. Yeah, I just took my earplug out and you just whack that cymbal right in my ear. Lovely. Overall, with drummer stereotypes, they don't really annoy me. They entertain me.
Samuel Bentley. And it is the fact that some people buy a pet without doing some basic research on the animal.
Yeah.
That's so right, yeah. Don't buy a pet if you've not done the research.
Very true. I wouldn't go and buy a tiger or a leopard without doing some basic research on it because... they're not pets, they're wild cats,
I'd like extensive research on that.
Exactly, yeah. I'd be like, fucking hell, what does it eat? Do I need to get a whole carcass of a pig every day for it? You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest with you, Sam. I recently adopted rabbits. To be perfectly honest, I've only ever had guinea pigs. And when I got my guinea pigs, I was I was a young child, so I didn't really know much about animal care. But my mum... sort of showed me what to do. You feed it every day, you give it water every day, you let it out in the run, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't really do research on the pet myself. I kind of got it all from my parents, but but with these rabbits, I didn't really know much about rabbits, and we just adopted it, and it's sort of like So I kind of went against your pet peeve there a bit there. But to be honest, I could apply a lot of the principles that I knew about guinea pigs to rabbits, except my rabbits live indoors and free roam the house, which is something I didn't know they could be trained to do, but they can be. So
you are following the pet peeve though, because you got Fossey, your first rabbit, and then you got Ash, your second rabbit. You got Ash quite recently, so there's been that whole bonding situation, and you've done your research on that. You've not just put them in the same cage and fight and gone, no, they'll sort it out themselves, and then just left it, and then one of them end up dying.
Yeah, one of them
gets
really injured, yeah.
So you have done your research when it's something as important, happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose in a way, yes, I did do quite a lot of research into the bonding, etc., because I did adopt Ash from the RSPCA, and they were very, very adamant to tell me that it's not an easy process. Are you sure you're ready for this, etc.? I was like, how hard can it be? Then I looked it up on the internet. I was like, oh yeah, it's actually pretty hard. We're going to need a lot of equipment, time, patience, etc. And it's worked. They're bonded. So
wow.
There you go.
But yeah, you know, like with dogs, don't get a dog
Yeah.
if you can't walk it or pay someone to walk it.
Exactly.
It needs walking. It's like loads of people say, like, when they have a baby or whatnot, or you'll just know what to do at the time. Fair enough, whatever. But people still do their research when they're having a baby, and you still get taught stuff when you have a baby by your parents, because they've obviously had babies before. So you've that's research. No one's gonna. Your dog doesn't just learn itself. It doesn't go out and hunt its food itself. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a domestic pet. It would just be an animal.
It doesn't carry its own lead.
You know, it relies on you. Things rely on you, and you can't let them down. You can't do that.
Exactly. Yeah. It would be very cruel to adopt an animal, not do any research, and then just think, yeah, it'll be all right, and not give it any attention or whatever. Yeah. It does my head in as well, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it.
But yes, that was a very good pet peeve.
It was very juicy, that one.
I did like that one.
Another quite big one, and it was sent in twice, actually. Once in the first round of pet peeves and once in the second round that we did on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is loud eaters. Sent in by Charlotte. Both of them said, crunch, 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 really loud is a no-no. Yeah. That's what Charlotte said anyway. But yeah, both of them, and I can completely agree, because I don't know if my brother's going to listen to this or not, but one of them or both of them used to eat really loud next to me at the table, and it really used to fucking grate on me. It really used to grate. I can't stand it sometimes when somebody sat there going, even just me doing that sound really pisses me off. So yeah, I'm completely with you on that one. That is juice. That
someone
is juice.
Eats and it sounds like a horse galloping through puddles. It's not going well.
Sorry if we're triggering you with those noises, by the way.
No.
Just eat with your mouth shut.
That's why I hate chewing gum, because that's like an advertisement to eat with your mouth open.
Yeah.
Like they walk into the shop and go, "You all right, man?" What are you doing?
It sort of fits a bit in with your smugness pet peeve as well. People just chewing it. Yeah, right, man. I've got chewing gum, man.
Or beef jerky.
You smell my breath?
What the fuck is beef jerky?
Beef jerky. Oh.
All right, man. Yeah, man. That's cool, man. That the sound is them snapping it off as they're eating. I don't know.
Just thought it was somebody's nails going down the shop. You're all right, man. How's it going, man?
Oh, man. Yeah, loud eaters. There is no need. Again, along with smugness, it is something you can control.
Shut your bloody mouth when you eat. Were you born in a barn?
Am I right? Shut your bloody mouth when you talk. Could you imagine, though? And this is why we should always eat with our mouths closed. Because if we followed the rude people, that's what you are, rude people. If we followed the rude people and everyone ate with their mouth open, could you imagine a restaurant?
Can you imagine the noise? Like, I've worked in restaurants before, and I know the ambient noise can be like pretty outstanding, to be fair. If you sort of detune out of what you're doing and you're focusing on the ambient noise, it's deafening. Yeah. But imagine if everyone was eating with their mouths open, like you say, like you'd be like, ah!
It sounded like Donald Duck getting strangled.
Jesus Christ. This is going wrong. We need a thumbnail on YouTube saying 3 a.m. podcast challenge gone wrong in brackets. But yeah.
Oh man, that was a very fun one. But yes, we totally agree, loud.
Totally agree. And if you've grown up with siblings as well, you'll probably, if your siblings ate with their mouths open, you'll bloody know that you wanted to give them a slap round the chops. Shut up with your eating.
A slurping soup as well. Just eat it like a yogurt and shove it in your fucking mouth. What is that? That's awful.
There you go, done. Oh, it's terrible.
You know what I blame for loud eaters? Lady in the Tramp with that spaghetti scene. Like, no, don't eat spaghetti like that. No, just shove it in your mouth. Slap it around your lips. Oh, you'll see it though. You'll see it. Someone will slurp a spaghetti and you'll see the end of the spaghetti just slap their faces before it goes. So why? It's like literally
Like a worm going into the mouth. Yeah. It's like when you turn a hose pipe on full blast and it just does that snake thing where it just whips around the head. Like that's what it looks like.
Oh god.
There was another one actually, a really good one, a pet peeve that we got from Mr. Chris Taverner.
Oh yeah.
I can say your full name because that's your musician name, so your name's out in public, mate. But yeah, he sent that last time. He sent this in the first batch of pet peeves that we asked for, and he said one of his pet peeves was the overuse of the word vibes or realness. It sort of takes away from the whole, from the whole vibes. I mean, what do you think about that?
I don't really I do use the word vibes, for the vibes. But if you want to sound intelligent, if you want to sound intelligent, right, you can actually just use the word aesthetic instead.
Okay.
It means essentially the same sort of thing. I really like the aesthetic and the vibes.
That's right, aesthetic. That, yeah. To be honest, Chris, some overuse of words does do my head in. Stuff like peng, moist, yeah.
Oh no, that's an awful word. Moist, nah.
It's not as bad as cloist.
We can get rid of the word moist altogether. Just say damp.
Yeah,
just say damp.
Yeah.
Don't care if you're gardening, mate. Your soil isn't moist. It's fucking damp.
To be fair, I think the word damp's bad as well. It just sounds horrible. It sounds mouldy.
Oh, mate.
You're damp. Ugh, you know what I mean?
Putting a dampener on things.
It just sounds mouldy. I can't explain it. It just
sounds mouldy.
I'll just say I can't really think of another word. You've slightly perspired. Oh dear.
Oh, condensation.
Ooh, condensation, yeah. Fucking hell.
But yeah, vibes. I don't, like I say, I use it occasionally. I don't overuse of it. You've got nice vibes. Your place has got nice vibes. Oh, everything's fucking vibes, mate. Yeah, calm down.
I don't really hear it that much, and it could be that
vibes.
Chris himself, I know him quite well. He lives in Cheshire, so people in Cheshire might use vibes and realness. I don't really hear it in York that much. But I don't really listen to people as they going past, unless I'm wanting to take the piss out of people. But yeah, I don't really hear it much in York. So don't know about you, Max. Do you hear vibes and realness much in Northallerton, or
not too much? I mean, you could just say mood as well. The mood's very happy. The mood. The tone is very nice in here. Loads of stuff that makes you sound a little bit more intelligent than the word fucking vibe. Yeah. Realness, I don't really hear that often. Realness,
I don't, to be honest. No,
I can only really think of it if you're talking about like a film or a TV series. It's like a documentary. Oh, the realness is right there.
Yeah. This podcast is realness.
I don't say realness. I just say it's very real. Oh, it's very real. I believed it.
Yeah. But yeah, Chris. To be fair, I don't like the overuse of some words either, but vibes and realness personally doesn't really bother me because I don't really hear it that much. But there you go.
I mean, I hate moist, so one man's vibes might be another, might be my moist. What's that saying? Someone else likes it, but I hate it. I hate it. They like it. That sort of thing. So it's my moist to his vibes.
I part to my chop. My spade to my garden.
Some men might like moist, but I like vibes.
I don't like damp either.
Damp. What's the worst word what's like the cringiest word that you just hate?
Cringiest word I just hate.
Yeah.
Baby.
Oh, baby.
Terms of endearment like baby. I fucking hate that.
Nah, never
I can't stand it. It's cringy, man.
No,
no offense if you use the word baby to describe your other half. Personally, I can't do it.
if I had to, it'd be
Yeah.
babes at the... I still hate that.
I do it ironically.
Yeah.
I do it ironically to Nicole to annoy her.
Yeah.
I say,
yeah.
"You're right, baby," or "You're right, babe." That's something like that. She goes, "Oh, you're right, babe." but yeah.
Yeah, one sent in from Y12 Bud. When people talk over you or don't let you get a word in, drives me insane. I don't like that. No.
Yeah. No.
All right, mate. I've not finished, mate. Stop.
I was gonna say.
We're in a war.
Yeah. No, I get it. No, I haven't finished talking yet, Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's awful, isn't it?
People who talk over you, it can be quite annoying. I've had people do it to me at work when I've had jobs in the past, when you talk to a customer and somebody just butts in and talks over you. And you're just like, "Excuse me, let me finish talking to this customer, please," because it was going
It's
pretty
a nice
well.
tactic. If someone's
yeah.
being rude, if they say "excuse me,"
Yeah.
but in a rude way, like they did there, like you're talking to a customer and another customer chirps, someone goes "excuse me," you just turn to them and say, "Thanks for letting me know you farted. Please stand back." Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, you just go, "You are excused." Classic dad
Yeah,
joke.
you are excused. I love that one.
Or if you say to your dad, "I'm off," and he goes, "I can smell you from here." Classic dad joke.
I love it when someone didn't hear something and they go, "Sorry." It's like, "No need to apologise." And then they're like, "No, what did you say?" "Oh, right, okay, that's what you're asking. We're just apologising."
Oh, right. Yeah.
You're just apologising that your ears weren't working, or
Yeah.
I don't understand it. Did people say sorry because they were intentionally not listening and they felt bad?
Probably, yeah. Or they have selective hearing or something along those lines.
Sorry.
Sorry.
It's going around apologising to everyone.
Oh,
sorry.
It's just Britain for you, isn't it, to be honest? But yeah, I completely get it. And there are just certain people who are just like that, who just talk over you all the time. And when you're trying to have a conversation, it's one-sided. It's just that person talking at you, and you're just like, and they just keep talking. They just keep talking.
Oh, like, mate, your Wi-Fi is shit. Jesus, what was that?
I'm actually not using my Wi-Fi. I'm using my data. So, listen. This one is when people who say "listen" before their sentence. So, listen. This next.
It's just like listen. You already are.
No, listen.
No, listen here. Oh, sorry, mate. I was listening over there. What are you saying? Thanks for directing my ears.
But yeah, that one was sent in by Emma. Yeah, people who say "listen" before they say a sentence, it is a bit patronising.
What are chefs?
Listen.
You go chefs that are just like with the food and go, "Yeah, smell," and then try that. You know what I mean? Smell over here. Just thinking about the senses. Listening is a sense, isn't it?
But the dangerous thing about chefs, if they go, "Here, smell," it's 9 times out of 10 it's a cupped fart or something like that. It's not food. That's the thing. You got to be careful with chefs. You know what I mean? 90% of the time it'll be something disgusting. "Oh, here, smell." It's like a rotten egg or.
Do you know what I hate? Instead of, it's not just listen,
What?
it's look, listen. Ooh.
Look, listen. It's like, whoa, all right, mate, chill out. You know what I mean?
There.
Vibes,
There,
man.
girls. Listen, adapt, overcome.
Improvise, adapt, overcome, and listen.
And look.
And live. The green cross code. Always remember it.
I want someone to come up to me with all the sentences, Here, right, look, listen, smell, touch, eat, taste, feel. I have something to say to you.
And when people say listen, it's usually something you don't want to listen to. Like, it's just fucking bullshit or some angry rant that you can't be arsed with, and it's like, listen, or they're being patronising, or it's just like, just fuck off. No, I'm not going to listen to you. Thank you. Goodbye.
I like it when people contend the word listen. So that someone goes, Hey, listen. No, you listen. No, you listen. It's just like, what?
No, you listen.
Listen, war. What are we listening to, guys?
Just sat in the middle, just like clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am going, listen, in the middle with you. Listen, 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 listen. Oh, for fuck's sake, when's this going to end? Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple from Chloe here about grammar. Very interesting one.
Ah.
So, people who get there, and there wrong. It's quite hard to sort of say that over a podcast. There, and there. It's the different spellings of the word there. Just to break it down for you, when you're trying to say they are, so they're over there. That uses two theirs. Christy, guess which theirs are used in this sentence? They're over there.
They are over there, as in direction.
Yeah. So the first there, which is they are, is THEY''RE, and the over there, meaning place, is THERE. You can remember the place one actually because the word here is in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get the word here in there, which means a place, and there as in it belongs to them. It's theirs.
Yeah.
It has an I in it, referring to a person. So like I am. There's an I in there referring to a person. There's here in referring to a place. And they are is the one with the apostrophe.
It's a good way of remembering it, to be
English
fair.
hacks.
But to be honest, English language is a bit of a dick of a language to learn. We use a lot of similar sort of words like that. And it can be a dick of a language.
I think every sort of like language has that in it, like there's these videos at the moment going on with French, and you go veil,
yeah, veil. It's all different words. You're like, what?
Yeah, so but there's only three, guys. There's only three. So, and the other one from Chloe about grammar was when people say we was going, instead of we were going. And it can work the other way around. That annoys me. Where people say were instead of was. Where was you? That's wrong. It should be where were you.
Yeah.
Where was you is wrong. Where were you is right.
That annoys me. Yeah.
It were. No, it was. It was.
There is a certain, and especially in West Yorkshire, there is a certain slang. And instead of saying that's my train over there, they say that's us train over there. Oh, that's us train over there. So it's sort of like, that's just slang. But that does my head in as well. Even though I am a Yorkshireman. So like, that's us train, or that's us sound desk. It's just like, that's my sound desk, or that's our sound desk, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just posh. I don't know. I'm from North Yorkshire, so I'm from the posh part of Yorkshire.
Do you say our, though, in terms of when you're talking about family? Oh, our Jimmy, or your friends, Tom. Have you met our Tom?
I don't. Some more broad Yorkshire people say, have you met our lass? You know what I mean? It's like, no, have you met my girlfriend? I say my girlfriend. Yeah. Instead of my girlfriend. Have you met my girlfriend? You know what I mean? So, that's Yorkshire slang.
Going back to the were and was, is were an abbreviation of was? Not the word were as in WERE, but like if you say, oh, he were here, is that like an abbreviation of was? It's just you're not saying the S. Oh, he were here. What? We were here. He were here. Yeah.
I suppose was is in the past tense, and I don't know. I guess
that's a pet peeve though. When cool people write was with a Z because they're cool. It's like it's the same amount of word letters. You're not saving yourself any hassle.
I just remembered something really funny. Right. If people who are listening remember MSN, there was actually this one girl on MSN, instead of putting YOU, as in you, she'd put YHOO. Yeah. So you're lengthening a word, which it could be three letters, YOU, or just the letter U, you know what I mean? They put YHOO, you. What are you doing? It's like, the letter U or YOU. Fuck off with your YHOO.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't know if people used to write like that. If anyone listening used to write like that, hang your head in shame.
Oh, dear. I don't understand when some people text you, they put their names at the end of the text.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
That's parent thing though, isn't it? It's like,
Uh,
I'll see you soon, Mum. I'm like, yes, Mum, I know it's you because your name's on the screen.
Is it in case? Are they thinking in case they get hacked? Maybe that the hacker won't put mum at the end.
Maybe they just, yeah, maybe they don't understand that it comes up on the screen. I mean, unless you haven't got the person's number saved in your phone, then you might want to know the name.
Because when I message my mum,
yeah,
I don't put Max at the end, so she knows it's me. So she must understand. Yeah.
But to be honest, Chloe, I'm part of a group on Facebook called Illiterate Britain, and
Of course you are. Of course
yeah,
you are.
I know. I don't know if you're part of the same group, but I like to poke fun at some of the more interesting posts on Facebook, and yeah, we're not dissing dyslexics. We're just dissing people who have zero concept of grammar. I don't know, but yeah, Illiterate Britain on Facebook. If you want some entertainment, look it up. It's funny. It's funny. There was another one about drummers actually, and this was on our second round of Pet Peeves collection. It was drummers tapping 24/7.
Yes, this is by Other Alex. For the public out there, she's called Other Alex because I don't know, it's just a uni thing. Because I went to university with Alex, male Alex, and he got with a girl called Alex, spelt Alyx. So we call her like Other Alex or Female Alex, just so we can differentiate between the two. Yeah, it's not like because we've read her out second that she gets called the other. That's not how we're working here.
The outside Alex.
It's just
the
something
other Alex.
we've sort of always done. So yeah, Other Alex is complaining about Alex's bloody tapping.
These bloody tapping, these bloody drummers and their bloody tapping. Yeah. There's quite a funny thing I heard. Actually, somebody who I used to work with was dating a drummer, and they said when their other half was on the toilet, they used to drum with their feet on the floor, and that she could hear it from downstairs. She's like, that bloody drummer tapping again.
Doesn't sound like a penguin having a shit.
Patter, 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 patter. Yeah. No, I mean, I've yet to ask Nicole how she feels about, because I do tap on things a lot. I tap on like door frames and stuff when I'm talking to people.
That's quite a big manly thing, like King Kong.
Tap on door frame. Oh, go for a cup of tea. Tap on door frame. Oh, it makes me feel all hairy on chest. But yeah, I do tap a lot as well. So Nicole probably feels your pain, Alex. Don't worry.
Do you class as a drummer yourself as tapping? Do you class it as practice?
No, I just tap it as my hands being idle and me wanting to do something with them, like I am doing now. I'm fiddling with a pen. You know what I mean? I always have to have something in my hands. This sounds really bad. I always have to have something in my hands fiddling with it. So I'll just put this pen down and I'm just not going to move, and hopefully it won't come up on the recording. But yeah,
Christy Bloomfield,
yes.
pen fiddler.
I mean, my new nickname, Pen Fiddler. Another Sam, by the way. Other Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah, just about slow walkers.
Slow walkers.
Not much you could do about that, really, but it is annoying.
There isn't. Wasn't there a thing about some sort of like lanes that were coming in, like fast lane and a slow lane? Was that in like London or something where there's quite a lot of footfall?
Yeah. Much like cycle lanes, like when you have a path split between a footpath and a cycle lane, people are not going to obey it. They're going to walk in the cycle lane. So slow walkers will probably end up walking in the fast walkers lane.
What annoys me is when you're walking down a street and there's like a couple and they just let go of their hands. Oh, it's like just walk in single file. You don't need to hold hands down the street.
Or if there's people walking four abreast in front of you or something, it's just like, no, just condense down into two groups of two or something like that. I don't know. Yeah. It's just annoying, man. But yeah, slow walkers, I'm with you on that one.
There is a thing on the Millennium Bridge in York where the cycle path changes, and it's so annoying. So you're walking on one side. So I think on the actual bridge, you're walking on the right. Well, depending which way you're going, I suppose. So we'll go with this way anyway. So you're walking on the right, and then you'll get to the end of the bridge, and all of a sudden the bike track is now on the right. So you've got to go to the left. It's just what I'm surprised no one has been run over yet. It's what? It's a nightmare, that. Not even just for the people, but for the cyclists as well, you know. I'm not digging the cyclists, you know. They've got to put up with shit as well. So
They do, yeah, they do. I was going to say about the way that you say York. No offense, but you, compared to me, you sound a little bit posh when you say York. I've not noticed this before.
what, York?
Is that how you know it? York.
I come from York.
To me, that sounds a little bit. To other people, it might sound like yak, but to me, that sounds a little bit posh.
Like that,
I don't know. To me, it sounds like you're going York.
Millennium Bridge,
you know what I mean? Like the train people.
Millennium Bridge in York. Apparently, I say sauce really posh as well. Do I say sauce really posh?
Sauce.
Can I have some sauce?
Sauce.
Can I have some sauce? Yeah, you say sort of like sauce.
Sauce. Can I have some sauce?
But then I really let myself down when I say butter or curd.
Yeah, butter, curd. But I mean, speaking of Yorkshire slang, there's a guy I used to work with called Jordan who's from London, and I asked him, how do I start doing, you know, and he said he couldn't understand any of us when he first started working with us because he'd fairly recently moved to Yorkshire or something, and we were all quite, you know, thick accented, and he couldn't understand a word we were saying. And I asked him to do an impression of me once, and he went, yak, sass, and stuff like that. I was just like, I don't sound like that, do I? York. Yak. Any Southerners listening to this podcast, do we sound like yak and sass?
A fun thing for you to do when you meet a Southerner is just randomly shout, watch out for the stairs, and they'll go, what stairs? And then you just throw an apple and a pear at them.
Hell. I despair. This episode has gone to the dogs, lad.
So Izzy's, when people don't cover their mouth when they cough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but even with a mask on, I still cover my mouth.
I do as well, yeah. But I try not to cough in public because I feel like it's going to cause some sort of alarm or distress.
I feel like I'm going to pass
these
out
days.
any second, just wandering around town. Go,
got a tickle in your throat. You're just like, try not to cough. So bad.
It just sounded like you were stopping yourself from coughing by letting out these little farts.
Am I really clipping that much on your end? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Amazing. But yeah, people who don't cover their mouths, or even, to be honest, use their hands to cover their mouth with. That's, as we know, equally as gross. You should use the inside of your elbow. Is that a phrase? Is that about the inside of your elbow? What is that?
Your inner elbow.
Elbow.
Your arm crease.
Just simply peel.
Cough into the crease of your arm.
Just simply peel back the skin and cough in there.
A little bit of a degloving incident there.
Yeah, I had a weird sort of. It was in Lincoln. It's very windy in Lincoln throughout the whole year. Pretty much, it's just quite windy. It's a windy place.
Right.
And there was this guy who was like coming towards me, and he coughed, and I gave it. Like, he didn't cover his mouth or anything. And I gave him a look like, "What? Did you just do that?" Like right near me, and he looked at me and he just said, "It's all right. Wind took it. Wind took it. It's not a ball, mate." Your fucking feces. Wind took it.
Wind took it. It's all right. It's not a fart. It's like people who fart without covering their asses. Yeah, it's just rude. But yeah, wind took it. Yeah, that's
Wind took it. Well,
that's not good, is it?
Wind took it to everyone else who's now going to get that. Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.
Great. Cheers, mate.
Bloody hell.
Did you find when you were in Lincolnshire? When you were in Lincolnshire, did you find when you were in Lincoln, right? Did you think the people there were a bit on the miserable side, like the residents?
I don't know. I didn't really meet many residents, to be honest.
Did you not? Did they avoid the students?
I think probably, yeah. I mean, I do when I'm in York.
York. I would avoid the students, but I work for a university, so that's
You're quite hard.
not possible.
Sorry, it's residents only. It's on a uni campus. Yeah, it's residents only.
Sorry, I'm being smug again. I work for a uni. I have you know. No, I don't really do anything fancy. I serve food to students. That's all I do. Lol. It's a job. Come on, get over it. Last but not least, there's the one from Man vs. Music. First Alex, not other Alex. Yep. It's about people leaving dirty socks around without picking them up. And to be perfectly honest, I've trained myself quite well to always put my socks and everything in the washing basket where they belong. If they're dirty, put them away. Yeah. Nicole's probably going to listen to this, but I have a little bone to pick with you, darling. Ooh. You do leave your socks down the side of the sofa cushions and down the back of the sofa cushions and just on the living room floor.
In the sofa cushion? What? Yeah. How? What?
Yeah,
what?
She I don't know whether she pushes them in so we don't find them for a while, or she just leaves them there, pushes them back while sitting on the sofa. I don't know. But Alex, I am with you on that one because I've been off work a bit more on furlough. I agreed to clean up the house, and I do find quite a lot of Nicole's socks lying about, and I have done in the past. And yeah, sorry, Nicole, I'm gonna get slaughtered for this when she does a little listen of it. But hopefully she won't listen to it till it comes out, so I'm going to be quite safe.
Yeah, no, I have a little system with my socks. I don't put them straight in the washing basket because SJ gets annoyed with me if I put odd socks in the washing basket, and I go to bed pretty much always after her, so it's pitch black when I go to bed, and I can't be bothered to find the sock that I've just taken off and left on the floor to find the other sock and then put them together and then stick them in the wash. So I do that in the morning. I try and do it always in the morning. But I got this really bad habit where, like trousers and shirts and stuff, I'll leave on the floor next to my bed, and I'll always put them there thinking, I'll wear them tomorrow. And then I'll look at the t-shirts like, I wore that yesterday, I don't want to wear that now.
To be fair, Max, I do that as well. If I'm sort of in like my comfy clothes on a night and I go to bed, I do leave my t-shirt and trousers by the bed. So I do the same, to be honest.
It's like a little morning,
and I pick it up the next morning.
Ritual, a little sort out in the morning.
Yeah.
It's nice, wake me up.
That's what I do as well. Yeah. But yeah, we're with you, Alex.
Dirty socks.
People leaving dirty socks about, that is annoying. People refusing to pick them up. It's not that I don't think Nicole's refusing to pick them up. I think she might do it out of habit. She's just a bit unaware. Maybe if she listens to this, she'll be like, yeah, actually, I'll pick my socks up. Anyway.
Sign the petition now.
Sign the petition now. Let's raise some rent money for the next property I'm probably going to have to find after this when I get kicked out.
It's one of the funniest stories I think I've ever told you in my life, mate.
Right, okay.
One of my pet peeves is sort of like people who over-exaggerate a situation to a point where at first you don't think it's an exaggeration, but when you think about it, you're like, it's a bit OTT, that.
Yeah.
And also people who leave their own feces on the floor. Now, this is an interesting one that happened to me in Lincoln.
I remember this one.
This is so unreal. So I went out for a cigarette at the time, and I got outside, and I was just about to light up my cigarette, and I noticed on the floor there was a massive shit, like a massive turd. I thought, my pet peeve here is over-exaggerating, and I am not going to do that this day, good sir. I am going to say that I thought an animal had conjured that. I thought it was like some sort of bear or something. Honestly, it was...
Giraffe.
It was like the size of half my arm, which is...
Whoa, dude.
Fairly quite big, and the girth, mate.
Yeah.
The girth.
Must have killed the person who produced that.
No, when I told this story originally, I used to tell people that I went back in because I forgot my lighter. The truth is I went back in to get my phone to get a photo to send to Christy. Because that's the sort of shit we do.
Oh yeah.
So I went back inside, but as I was going inside, this nice innocent old lady came up to me and said, "Excuse me, my handbag's in reception. I just wondered if you could get it for me." Yeah, no problem, absolutely fine. Little tiny old lady,
Right.
smaller than me.
Yeah.
So I went into reception, said, "Oh, there's a lady outside wearing pink. She asked about a handbag." Receptionist said to me, "Yeah, we know about her. Don't go outside. We're on the phone to the police because she's just shat in the car park." I was like, "Oh, that was her."
Oh my god. It's always the ones you least suspect, but yeah.
And anyway, so I said, what do you mean I can't go outside? And she said, "Don't go outside. She's a danger." This is where over-exaggeration. I don't think that woman's a danger. That she's going to pick up a shit and whack me in the face with it. She's a little old lady. Her handbag's in here, so she's clearly not. Why is she a danger? Is she going to shit on me?
That was a double whammy, that one. It's sort of like over-exaggerating and
shitting outside.
people shitting in public. Yeah, I mean, interestingly enough, I've never really experienced anything quite like that.
And can I just say, I never got a photo of it. I'm so gutted. Because of the over-exaggeration, I could have got a photo of that if the...
Could have done, yeah.
Yeah.
But then the receptionist would be like, "Why are you taking a photo of a shit in the car park?"
Better photo than one of you.
Just post it on this other group that I'm a member of on Facebook. It's called
Shit posting.
I'm a member of a lot of those groups. But this group's called Angry People in Local Facebook Groups, and you could have got on like the Lincoln notice board and be like, "I'm so sick of these dog turds. They're all over the pavements," and it's just like this massive size of the arm turd on the floor. You could have been featured on that page, Max. You could have been a meme, my friend.
It reminds me of that site we were on, and that guy said, I did a massive poo, I wanted to freeze it, but the wife wouldn't let me.
There was also that meme ages ago about this cleaner in Australia who was cleaning a motel room, and
is this my favourite? This is my favourite one, isn't it?
Yeah. This guy, he didn't take a photo of this toilet, but he was cleaning the bathroom and he found this absolutely ginormous turd in the toilet, and he said, "I was trying to find the body for about half an hour in the motel room because I thought the size of this thing must have killed the fucker." And he said, "I didn't get a photo to post it on Facebook because I didn't find it appropriate to do that, but wow." Double standards there, talking about that and saying it's not appropriate to post a photo. Of course it is. If you don't want to be caught out exaggerating it, then post a bloody photo. Let's have a look at this beast, shall we? But yeah. But no, I don't think I've ever been caught short myself that badly and experienced that sort of thing myself.
That woman was not caught short. She was caught fucking girthy and long, mate.
Thank you very much, everybody who sent in a pet peeve. And if we didn't get round to you this time, or if you don't feature in the episode, then you'll probably feature in the next episode if we revisit pet peeves, which we probably will.
Very, very powerful stuff there. I like it.
Indeed. So thank you once again for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, guys.
Take care.